What's up, beautiful geeks? Welcome to another iGeek Saga video, and today we're going to be talking about the shoes that we've talked about before, and that is the Nemeziz Agility 365 Plus. That's a mouthful. Today we're going to be talking about a different colorway. Now, if you haven't seen the shoes that I reviewed when it first came out, click up top. I'm going to put a link to it so you can take a look at it. Spend your sweet time there and take a look at it. But today we're going to be talking about this guy. This is the same shoes, Adidas Nemeziz 365 Agility or Agility 365, whichever one you want to come first. Just in a different, I almost dropped the shoes there. Just in a different colorway. We're going to talk about it. This is not my favorite colorway. This colorway looks like, you know what I'm thinking here. You know exactly what I'm thinking, what this colorway looks like. But just in case you don't know what I'm thinking, I'm going to roll the intro clip. I'm going to telepathically transfer it to you while the intro clip roll. But this colorway looks like, it's that with ass. Yeah, looks like that. Let's roll the clip and we're going to talk about it when we come back. Thank you for stopping by, guys, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I come out with a review video every other week, and for the weeks that I don't come out with review video, I come out with street soccer vlogs. So if you do like street soccer or you do like soccer shoes, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also you can check out my site at geeksoccer.com. Now, let's get into the review video. Okay, guys, so the first part we're going to talk about the shoes is the colorway. So the colorway is kind of like this. I think Adidas call it trace olive, orange, and then black. That's pretty much the whole colorway of the shoes. But honestly, the shoes look like someone was having a bad diarrhea week and they had a horrible diarrhea with a little bit of orange on it. This is by far the worst colorway I've ever seen. I personally don't like this colorway. I'm not saying it's a bad colorway. Some of you guys might like it, but it's not my favorite colorway. But I don't have a choice but to talk about a diarrhea colorway. So let's talk about it. So you have all this black spot all over the shoes there, like a black lines, and as you go back, the whole top of the shoes, the whole upper of the shoes is kind of like just this olive color with a bit of black, and then you have orange there. So you have orange on the Adidas call out there, you have orange on the 360 Agility bandage call out there, and then at the bottom of the shoes as well, you have kind of like this orange outsole going on there. The inside with the insole is also orange. Let me get it closer so you guys can see it. So as far as the colorway go, that's pretty much all you get for the colorway. You have olive, trace olive, that's what Adidas call it, black and orange. That's pretty much the whole colorway of the upper of the shoe. Okay, guys, so now that we talked about the horrible colorway of the shoes, let's talk about the upper a little bit more. So the upper is basically synthetic and textural upper. So mostly if you look right here on from right here, it's like synthetic and textural there, synthetic and textural right there on the back, and some on the side as well. So you can see it right there. But as you move your way to the middle of the shoes, one of the things that you're gonna notice this elastic stuff right here that looks like a bandage, and that's where you have this color right here on the side of the shoes that said Agility 365. What is it? Agility 365 Agility bandage. So that's the concept right here. So basically this bandage right here was inspired by sport tape, and so what by sport tape. So what that means is that most of the time when you're playing soccer, you wrap this tape around your feet to prevent kind of injury, so your feet doesn't kind of move around too much or move around too violently and cause some sort of injury. So you have the tape there just kind of help keep it in place. So that's why you have this right here. This whole top right here, this whole side right here, and if you look as well on the back right here, was inspired by that concept right there, the whole sporting tape. A lot of different sport use it, of course use it in soccer, but also a lot of different sport use it, and that's the whole concept right here. When you put the shoes on, ideally It's supposed to just wrap around your feet. Supposed to just wrap around your feet, just like a bandage would when you put a bandage on a spot taping bandage on your feet. That's the whole concept of the upper right here. So it's mostly permanent on the middle of the shoes right here. So basically from here all the way to here, where the lace is supposed to be, and also a little bit on the back right here. Another thing about the shoes as well is that if you notice, there's a little bit, the bandage right here kind of just goes up a little bit, and also it goes back here a little bit. So what that does is that it provides a double lockdown, meaning that when you have your feet in the shoes right here, this part right here kind of just lap right around your feet right there, kind of gives it a good grip, and also the part in the back as well. Just kind of hold your feet really nice, grip your feet to give you that double lockdown, so when you're moving around, your feet in itself doesn't move around a lot in the shoes. So that's why you have this concept right here that provides a double lockdown. Then you have, of course, a 360 agility bandage right there, the 360 torsion. That's what it is, call it. Design right here, inspired by sport taping. So that's basically all you get for the upper of the shoes. You have a synthetic upper on some end of the shoes, and on the middle right here you have this bandage right there, which is supposed to really help keep your feet in place when you play, so you don't have your feet moving around in the shoes a lot. When you move your feet, the shoes move with your feet. It doesn't move around too much in the shoes. So that's the whole design of the upper of the shoes, and I've always liked that design. I've always liked the concept of the 360 agility bandage, but the only thing I don't like about this shoe is the colorway. I still feel like this is a horrible colorway, but I'm sure some of you guys are going to disagree with me. But that's all you get for the upper of the shoes. So the interior of the shoes, so let's move on to the inside of the shoes now. The interior of the shoes have a synthetic line in there. Let me get it closer so you guys can take a look at it. So I hope you guys can see on the inside. You have a synthetic line in there on the inside of the shoes, which is really cool, which is really nice, because then you wouldn't really mess up your ankle that much. You know, if there's no synthetic line in, there's a lot of movement in the shoes and a lot of, you know, bracing against this right here. If it's just leather or just plain rough, it's gonna be painful and annoying. So you have the synthetic line in there. Get a little bit closer so you guys can see a synthetic line there on the inside of the shoes, which and on the back as well, really cool. A little bit padded as well, which kind of provide that comfort that you need when your feet is inside the shoes, and it doesn't make it really uncomfortable. Let's try to get rid of the insole so you guys can take a look at the insole. So this is the insole of the shoes right here. It's a bunch of hole on the front here and a hole on the back as well, which is really good and really nice for breathability. Really nice stuff for breathability. It's really nice. It's pretty well padded. It has a nice curve to it, a nice sink and curve to it. Just kind of allows your feet to just rest inside of it. Really nice. Nothing fancy there, just a regular insole. I like the fact that it has like a bunch of hole for you guys that have sweaty feet. You know who you are. It has a bunch of hole for breathability, so you don't stink up the place when you take off your shoes. Sometimes when you give people a ride and you come over Osaka, they take off their shoes in your car for weeks. You have to leave your car open just so that the whole thing can air out. This ideally will be able to help with that, you know, kind of give you a little bit of breathability, so you don't stink up the place when you take off your shoes in your friend's car. The midsole of the shoes, the midsole, let me get it closer. It's a pretty strong midsole there. It's pretty nice. Let's take a look at it. It's pretty nice, pretty well stitched and pretty nice in there. So here's it. Not much to say about it there. It's not very cushioned at all, but that's fine. It's not cushioned at all actually, but that's fine. You have a regular midsole there. So that's pretty much all you get for the inside of the shoes. Okay, so now as we move away to the outsole of the shoes, the outsole of the shoes also is synthetic outsole. Nothing really fancy about the outsole. Here you have a stiffener bar in the middle right there. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 studs on the front. 1, 2, 3, 4 studs on the back. A lot of studs on the forefront of the shoes, ideally to give you that, you know, grip when you step and run with the shoes, but nothing really fancy. You have a synthetic outsole, really nicely designed. You have this thing right here that pretty much come on every Soccer shoes. For those of you guys that are curious as to what that is, it's basically just tell you that it tells you that this is going to wear out. The color of the outsole is going to wear out once you start playing with it, which is kind of pretty obvious. You don't need to tell you that, but you know, you never know. People might sue them for that. People sue people for everything these days, but yeah, it's just basically telling you that the outsole, the color of the outsole is going to wear out. Synthetic outsole, really nice outsole there. So as far as the shoe goes in general, that's pretty much what you get for the shoes. Again, I have reviewed the shoes, this shoes before, so if you want to see it again, I'm going to put a link up top, so you can take a look at it, or maybe even link in the description so you can take a look at it in a different colorway. All in all, I do like the shoes. I like it a lot, but I don't like this colorway. Let's be very clear about that. This is not my favorite colorway at all. Even the white one was also not my favorite colorway. The first one that I got, it was not my favorite colorway. It was too white, I felt, but it wasn't a bad colorway. This one, it's just, this colorway is not that. It's just not doing it for me. All in all, it's a good shoes. I do have the lower, the takedown model of the shoes. So if you guys do want to see a comparison, I can make a comparison, a video between this one and the takedown model. I do have the takedown model. I like the takedown model of the shoes. It's really nice. I still play with it. This is of course, the higher version of the shoes, where you get to pay a little bit more money for it. But all in all, a great shoes. Apart from the colorway, I love it. I play with it. I also play with the takedown model. So yeah, all in all, the great shoes. Definitely a thumbs up on the shoes itself, and definitely a thumb down on the colorway, because I feel like this colorway for me is not doing it. But that's pretty much all you get for the shoes, guys. Thank you for watching the review video, guys, and if you haven't done so already and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you have any question about the shoes, make sure you hit the comment box down below, ask me the question, and I'll be very willing to answer it for you guys. I know somebody requested a review of the Outsole. Those shoes are taking just too long to get here for some weird reason, but they'll probably be here either next week or week after next, so expect it to come out pretty soon. If it's here by next week, I'll review it by next week. If it's here week after next, I'll review it week after next, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Again, thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to visit our website. It's igeeksoccer.com. There you can find some of the places that I go play street soccer. You can find a review of the shoes, pictures as well, and also you can find places to play soccer. So if you're sitting at home bored as hell wanting to play soccer, check out igeeksoccer.com. You can find places to play soccer there, or you can share where you play street soccer or any form of soccer at all. Again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to ask me. Don't be shy. Ask me a question if you have any question. I'm a very friendly person to talk to. I would definitely answer your question. And always, don't forget to stay geeking. I always say this, guys. Do not forget to stay geeking. I will see you guys next week. As always, peace.